What is up, YouTube? Welcome to the channel Richest Habits. My name is Nick, and today we are going to be talking about support and resistance. Let me make this bigger real quick before we go into it. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you've been here before, thanks for coming back. But without further ado, we are going to get right into it. So today we are going to be talking about support and resistance. In today's video, we will learn what is support, what is resistance, the significance of those two, and we, of course, will give some examples so you guys can see some visuals. So first thing first is, what is support? Support refers to the level at which the price of a security tends to find buying pressure and stop falling. This level is considered a floor and is often seen as a good buying opportunity. Support levels are often used by traders as potential entry points, as they believe that the price will bounce off of the support level and move back up. We will talk about that in a second. Resistance, on the other hand, refers to the level at which the price of a security tends to find selling pressure and stop rising. This level is considered a ceiling or a level of resistance and is often seen as a good selling opportunity. Resistance levels are often used by traders as potential exit points, as they believe that the price will hit the resistance level and move back down. Okay, support and resistance levels can be identified using various methods such as trend lines, moving averages, and previous price levels. They are not always exact and can be adjusted as the market conditions change. Traders use multiple technical indicators along with price action to identify them. So let's go through before we continue anymore. Let's go to the whiteboard right here and get a good example. So say we have some price action here. All right, so say this is your chart and price was moving here, went up, had a little retracement, had another move up, little retracement, yada, 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 double top here. Okay, this is what we are going to be going over today. Where would your resistance line be? If you guessed right here, you would be correct. Where would your support line be? If you guessed right here, you would be correct. Now, I'll show you this on a chart so you can get an even better example. But basically, just for visualization purposes, you're looking for 3 touches. So you have one here, you have one here, you have one here. You can see every time that price hit this level, we had retracements, boom, retracement. And you can also say that there was, well, we'll get into that in a different video. We won't do that. But moving on to the chart to give you guys a better example. So let's get a horizontal line here. Drop that right there. Get another one. And we'll drop that right there. Okay. So here is what we are looking at. If we would have been on the charts at around February and the 2nd, we would have been looking at the charts. Actually, you know what? Let's go for just recent, the 23rd. Yeah, let's do that. All right. So you can see price broke below. Let's zoom in on this. So when you see right here, price was trading on this support line right here. retested, had a nice bounce up. As soon as it met this level, dropped back down and then pushed up over that resistance line. Had a what looks like a descending triangle right there, and then broke below. On Thursday, the 9th of this month, 3 days ago, price broke below that resistance zone. Let me zoom in some more. And you can see it went to retest it again. And actually, I drew my line a little too high. There you go. So it went to retest that level again because we're looking for 3 touches. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5 and another break right there. So this is a good setup for a lot of people. This would have been an awesome trade, by the way. Very, very awesome trade. So like I was saying, price we seen was moving in this zone. We had a touch and then another touch. So we know that price has a lot of buying pressure at this level. When we seen price break below this level of 22,690 on the Bitcoin chart, it went back up to retest that level. You see this big volume wick here. Retested, major move down. That would be a good trade, and those are the setups that we look for to be profitable. So now that you guys have a basic understanding of that, we will be moving on. All right. So buying and selling pressure. What is buying and selling pressure? Buying pressure and selling pressure are two opposing forces in the markets that refer to the level at which the price of an asset finds more buying activity or more selling activity. Buying pressure refers to the level at which the price of a security finds more buying activity than selling activity. This increased demand for security causes its price typically to rise. Buying pressure is often seen as a positive indicator and is associated with bullish markets where investors are optimistic about the future price action of the price. Selling pressure, on the other hand, refers to the level at which the price of a security finds more selling activity than buying activity. This increased supply of a security causes its prices to fall. Selling pressure is often seen as a negative indicator and is associated with bear markets where investors are pessimistic about the future. What causes buying and selling pressure? Positive news or earnings reports. There's going to be a lot of earnings reports coming out on today. So yeah, you'd be wanting to check those out. Those can bring can create buying pressure as investors become more optimistic about the future prospects of that company or sector, which can lead to an influx of buyers pushing the price up. TA or technical analysis. Traders look for certain patterns or indicators on a stock chart that suggest a buying opportunity. For example, if a stock is in an uptrend, traders may see that as a sign that the stock has strong buying pressure. FOMO, fear of missing out. When a stock market is rising quickly, some investors may feel the need to buy in to avoid missing out on further gains. This can create buying pressure as more investors rush to buy a security. Market sentiment. Market sentiment, which refers to the overall mood of the market, can also contribute to buying pressure. During bullish markets where investors are optimistic about the future, buying pressure is more likely to occur. Short squeeze. This can create buying pressure as traders rush to buy shares to close their short positions. Economic data. Economic data such as the GDP, the job report, inflation data, CPI, can also contribute to buying pressure. If the data is better than expected, it can create buying pressure as investors become more optimistic about the economy and the future market. Central bank action. Central banks can also cause buying pressure by lowering interest rates, buying bonds, or implementing other monetary policies that make it cheaper for investors to borrow money. This as well can encourage buying and cause stocks to rise. Now, same thing with the positive news and earnings report, same thing with the technical analysis, same thing with the market sentiment, same thing with the central bank actions and the economic data. All of those things can have effect for selling pressure too. Negative job earning reports. selling pressure. Negative GDP, negative CPI, selling pressure. Profit taking. Investors may decide to sell their positions to lock in profits after a stock has risen. This can create selling pressure as investors take their profits off the table. Number 2 is overvaluation. If a stock is considered overvalued by investors or analysts, it may create selling pressure as investors decide to sell their positions. Like we said, economic data, central bank actions. I don't know why I forgot to put the earnings reports and all that, but yeah, those things can affect price action as well. So key levels. Key levels are simply horizontal support or resistance areas. This means that the peaks or troughs in the price graph line up to a horizontal psychological barrier. This can include historical highs and low round numbers, trend lines, etc. So back to Bitcoin. Back to the chart. How did I get so far? All right. So, like if this to me would be considered a key level, like this 22 range, that would be a key level. Let's bump this back. Let's push this back. Let's go on the daily chart. So you guys can see. I don't know why it's not loading. But anyways, you can see that this was definitely a key level. If the chart would load up, there would be price action history from the past that showed us price, had a little bit of resistance as well as a breakthrough in this area. But since it went to retest this area, you can see these are good signs, guys, right here. These are good signs to go into a short. Let me get, where's that at? There it is. Okay. So when we look at how price moved within this area, okay, so we've seen that price came up, right? Nice move up, very, very nice move up. And actually what we can do is, we'll take that later. We'll do that later. But we've seen price went up. We've seen this long wick right here, right? So you had big bullish momentum candles, and then we had this one indecisive candle right here. Some more bullish candles, but we started seeing super, super long wicks, right? This is an indicator that the trend is starting to slow down. It means that price, and obviously it went well above the key level. But anyways, we see that price had not only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 high ticks above that level before it reversed into the down market that we're in right now, or the retracement, that we're in right now. So yeah, that is how you find key levels. That's how you find support and resistance. That is just the basic way about it. We are going to be dropping some more advanced videos, so be on the lookout for that. But in the meantime, I just want to say thank you for watching this video. If you stayed around to this section, hopefully you learned something. Hopefully I brought something valuable to the table. We are having a Discord coming soon. There's going to be trading alerts, live training, live trading. assessments and classes for you guys, homework, maybe an NFT collection in the future, and some exclusive indicators. So make sure to like, subscribe, comment on the channel, and be on the lookout for that. Make sure to follow me on YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram, all at Rich is Habit. And I hope you guys stay profitable, and I will see you guys in the next video.